Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. This is a look at our market leading stocks via our proprietary scans for the coming session. This is going to be for Monday, September 22nd, 2014. A little bit stacked up to the sell side here on the Nasdaq patch. I think we want to discount to a degree the volume bumps because a lot of those are going to be option related. What we want to focus instead on are the open close and the VWAP deviations. Don't have any outright deviations, but win is close to one. Suffering pretty good selling here, getting down more than 2% below today's open. SanDisk, likewise, they pushed that up pretty aggressively yesterday. Right now we've got signals on that one to the downside for Monday. Moving on to the financials, stacked up even a little bit more here to the sell side. There's a couple of buy signals trying to hang in there. Right now, we've got one in Citigroup and Wells Fargo, but they also have contra candles, so they're fighting themselves right now. Note the volume again, option related for expiration this week.
Just look, notably they've got, you can't make this up.
There's also a couple other names in that column that are also notably weak. Nothing outright sticking out too much in the VWAP deviation column. Moving on to the energy names, a little sloppy here as well. RIG is having a really tough day, more than 4% below the day's open, and a couple of sell signals here to take a look at for next week. Moving on to the generals, this looks like the Nasdaq patch more or less, mostly to the sell side here. Again, a lot of volume today on quadruple witching. As far as the open close deviations, there's a couple decent ones. Best Buy 2%, but that's a high beta stock. Caterpillar Tractor, very, very weak session. Unfortunately, that one doesn't have a indication with it from the signal columns, but keep an eye on this one. This one breaks a little bit lower next week. That could really kick in some downward momentum and start rolling over the daily chart. Housing names a little sloppy here. These are a little lighter in volume. Transportations are especially nasty with the signals here, so watch them for next week. American Airlines get hit really hard. Keep an eye on FedEx and also UPS. FedEx especially has that very awkward-looking tweezer top in place on a daily, so make sure you take a look and review that chart. Moving on to the commodities, a couple of volume bumps here. Not too many signals, but some of these precious metal stocks are really weak going into expiration. Remember, there's pressure on these from the weak performance that they've had throughout this option cycle. So this could be the end of something and not the beginning of something. So I'm definitely going to be looking at these to see if some of these start to shape up and show any indication that they might want to turn next week. All right, folks, as always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.